They've cruised Earth's oceans for over 110 million years, surviving mass extinctions, shifting continents, and plastic pollution. These ancient mariners don't just swim. They navigate, remember, adapt, and inspire. Welcome to Mystical Earthlings. Today we uncover the untold secrets of sea turtles. There are 7 species of sea turtles: loggerhead, green, hawksbill, Kemp's Ridley, olive ridley, flatback, and the giant leatherback, the largest, deepest diving turtle on Earth. It doesn't have a hard shell, but a leathery, flexible back that lets it dive over 4,000 feet deep. But each species has its own superpower. The loggerhead turtle doesn't just bite hard. It has jaw strength strong enough to crush armored prey like horseshoe crabs and even lobster shells. The green sea turtle, despite being named for its shell, actually gets its green hue from its plant-based diet, and it plays a huge role in maintaining seagrass beds, which are nurseries for fish and carbon sinks for the planet. Then there's the Kemp's Ridley, the smallest and rarest sea turtle. It's famous for arribadas, massive synchronized nesting events where hundreds of females storm the beach in daylight, laying thousands of eggs at once. These species show us that sea turtles aren't just ancient, they're astonishingly diverse. Sea turtles are living compasses. From hatchlings to adults, they sense Earth's magnetic field to chart long-distance journeys. But here's something wild. Researchers believe they also use the position of the sun as a backup navigation tool. Some hatchlings even imprint on the angle of sunlight as they first crawl toward the ocean. After 20 to 30 years at sea, females come back to the very beach they were born on. This ancient ritual plays out in Florida, Costa Rica, Australia, and other sandy shores. They crawl up at night, dig with their hind flippers, and lay about 80 to 120 eggs in a single clutch. Once the eggs hatch, something magical happens. Baby turtles instinctively crawl toward the brightest horizon, which should be the ocean reflecting moonlight. But in developed areas, street lights and house lights confuse them, leading them inland instead. That's why Florida and many coastal regions now have strict light ordinances, volunteer patrols, and nest protection programs. They rope off nesting zones, relocate eggs when necessary, and even guide confused hatchlings to safety. Without these efforts, most of these tiny travelers wouldn't make it to the sea. One female can lay up to 2,000 eggs in a lifetime, but only 1 in 1,000 hatchlings may survive to adulthood. Ghost crabs, raccoons, birds, and fish are waiting. Even beachfront lighting confuses hatchlings, leading them away from the sea. This is survival of the tiniest. Here's what most people don't know. Turtles breathe with lungs, but their lungs are flexible like bellows, letting them dive for up to 2 hours. They cry salty tears to eliminate excess salt, but it also protects their eyes from sand while nesting. Leatherbacks can maintain their body temperature in cold waters. They're warm-blooded-ish, a rare trick called gigantothermy. Leatherbacks eat almost only jellyfish, sometimes 100 a day, helping control jellyfish blooms. Hawksbills eat toxic sponges, which actually makes their meat poisonous to humans. Nature gave them these strange tastes for a reason. It keeps the reef and ocean balance in check. Sea turtles live up to 80 years or more, and some migrate over 10,000 miles in a single year. One tracked turtle swam from Indonesia to Oregon. That's half the Pacific Ocean. These animals don't just survive. They persist through time like ocean legends. If you've made it this far, you've just taken a deep dive into one of nature's most extraordinary journeys. Tap that thumbs up, subscribe to Mystical Earthlings, and tell us in the comments, which turtle species or fact blew your mind the most? And here's a baby turtle moment to melt your heart, because every giant starts small. Thanks for being here with us. Until next time, stay positive, my Earthling friends.